cleanser. Want to talk about it? Here we go. So if anybody grew up in the 90s, then that was a reference to In Vogue. Just saying. Cleansers and I have a love-hate relationship. I tend to opt for the non-foaming cleansers, the gentler cleansers, which is why I'm here with 5 cleansers that I think are really great options. I have 3 honorable mentions back on the website. I've tested hundreds of cleansers over the course of 8 years. So if you're on the hunt for something and you're really not sure where to start, this is a good starting point. Let's dive into the list. First up, we have the Damn Silk Rice Makeup Removing Cleansing Oil. This is in no particular order. Nobody has paid me to mention any of these brands, by the way. I have tested these things. These are honest reviews, always and only. So Damn is a favorite brand of mine for skincare. It hasn't irritated my skin. It's very gentle. And this cleanser was a great option. These are some of the top performers. So not always just my favorites. If you want to see my favorites, you can check them out at Britt's Picks. Out of the thousands I've tried, those are the products that are currently on heavy rotation in my world. This is a great cleansing oil. I don't really double cleanse, but you can double cleanse. Sometimes it's recommended, sometimes it's not. Just go with what works for your skin. There's no rules here. You don't have to have a 15-step skincare situation. I think it gets us into trouble more than it helps. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a dermatologist. Speak to an expert. This is not medical advice. But it is $47 for 5 fluid ounces. It's not cheap. But you do get more than you get in the rest of the items on this list. It is a vegan, cruelty-free option. Rice bran oil, prominently listed within the list. A lot of these have sunflower oil. It's a carrier oil, lightweight. Environmental impact-wise, this does come in a plastic bottle, but it is claiming to be 100% recyclable. Pumps are usually not 100% recyclable, just throwing that out there. This oil is a bit more wet for me, and I know it's weird to say that with oils, but it goes onto your hand and you got to move kind of quick. It's the kind that can kind of drip through a little bit. Not all of these are like that. Some of them have higher viscosity than others. That's why I mention it. But it's also really nice and lightweight. So it goes on. It doesn't fly off your face or drip off of your face. It does get makeup off. If it won't remove mascara, I'm not going to talk about it here. These removed eye makeup for me. I do like to warm things up with a lukewarm washcloth and basically loosen up the fibers on the lashes because I hate tugging my precious, precious eyelashes. But it does get all of the makeup off. The other thing about cleansing oils that I don't usually love, and this is like in between when it comes to this, when you're especially taking eye makeup off, sometimes there can be a residue. I didn't feel it on my face, but I just had to be extra sensitive around the eyes and make sure I could get all of the oil off there. Tiny nitpick from me, but I would say 99% of this I loved. I just noticed because it's a little bit more of a wet oil formula, it moved around a little bit easier is all I'm saying. There's no scent whatsoever. Again, it did not irritate my skin. It did a very good job. Go light on the pump. You really don't need more than one. I didn't need more than one pump, but you can go very light on the pump and it lasts a very long time. The second has been on my list since I got it. It's just something I really love. My skin loves it. It's the True Botanicals Ginger Turmeric Cleansing Balm. This is one that I continue to buy and travel with in a smaller size. This is an incredible product. So it's $52. They're claiming that there's 85 uses in this container. And if you cleanse in the morning and at night, then you'll get it for over a month. A little bit of this goes a long way. So I don't run through this rapidly. The only time I do is when I get overzealous with the scoop and I put too much. You really don't need a lot. Don't do what I did. Less is more, for sure. Cruelty-free, hypoallergenic, sunflower seed oil, avocado oil, jojoba oil, ginger and turmeric obviously are in there. Lactic acid and azelaic acid are also in there, and that smooths the skin. If you're wondering whether or not this can be used for your eye area, the brand says it's totally fine. Definitely patch test on your own eyes. Don't take my word for it, but I use it to remove eye makeup almost every night right now. I tend to go back to this more than anything else that I'm going to talk about, by the way. And again, they are not paying me to say it. I haven't experienced any irritation. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you. You know that I've had several reactions from different complexion products over the past 6 months or so. So this is something I can lean on that I know will not freak my skin out. Comes in a glass container. They're doing all the things when it comes to sustainability, from the formula inside to the packaging on the outside, manufacturing processes, and they're making it really easy to find that information, which honestly, more and more I'm learning to appreciate and value. If you have a sensitive sniffer and you're like, I don't want smells, this might not be the option for you because, again, it has a strong ginger scent to it. So, something else to know before you dive in and buy something. The next. So, this is newer. This is from Emma Lewisham. I am pretty much loving this stuff. There are some caveats here though. So the illuminating oil cleanser, it's $48 for 3.9 fluid ounces. Cruelty-free, vegan, lots of beautiful oils inside here, but you are also going to find more essential oils in here. So this one could be irritating for reactive or sensitive skin types. Environmental impact comes in it just it's like a gourd. I'm obviously partial to purple. But it comes in this beautiful bottle. They have refills that are less expensive. It's really lovely to look at, which is special, especially if you're going to be spending that amount of money. It's a velvety oil. So this is the oil that has a little bit more viscosity to it. It's a little bit richer, a little bit thicker. When I apply it, it doesn't just go right through fingers. I can apply it and then kind of grips onto the skin. And the brand recommends that once you massage it in, you can leave it there to let the oils do their thing on your skin. It removes everything for me. Again, warm washcloth if I pre-treat the lashes, but I never have an issue. And I usually don't double cleanse with this. And yeah, I guess like the sub headline there would be just be careful with the essential oils. 4 on the list, this is the Typology 7 ingredient oil. I don't have the oil anymore. I have their cleansing milk here, which I've tried. I kind of like it, but I really like the oil. But they have a number of different cleansers over there, and they use recycled plastic. It is plastic, unfortunately, but they use recycled things. They are all about transparency with their sourcing, which I appreciate. $28.50 for 3.38 fluid ounces. There are 7 ingredients. Shocking, I know. Sunflower seed oil, again, it's in everything. Kind of in the middle in terms of how this oil feels and texture if you're a texture person like me. This is in between the Dam Dam oil and the Emma oil. So this is right in the middle of that, easy to work with. I loved it. I found it to be incredibly effective at removing any makeup. Unscented, less expensive, just easy. I also really like that it doesn't strip the skin's natural oils. So anyway, all that is to say, it does a really good job. And the last is from a company called Evolve. This is something that I featured a really long time ago, and I repurchased it a few times. This is their Evolve Gentle Cleansing Melt. It's $36 for 4 ounces. Vegan, cruelty-free, Cosmos certified. The brand has been in business for a very, very long time. They make it in small batches. They also have very good pricing. Organic ingredients, baobab oil. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sounds right. Sweet almond oil, vitamin E. Use sugar extracts as well. Glass jar, food-based ingredients. It's like they tick kind of all the boxes. This is this really cool lightweight gel, and then you put it onto your face, you add water, and it turns into a cleansing melt and a milk. And it feels lovely. It's very kind of silky, but also milky. I'm rhyming. Great texture going on. I tend to want to put more on because it feels so cool, but you don't need a lot here. I think this is a very strong cleanser. It removes, I wouldn't say it's as strong as maybe the Emma Lewisham or the True Botanicals. So if you're not a heavy makeup wearer, this is a great option. If you really are layering it on, then you're probably double cleansing anyway. I loved it also because that rinse off is so clean. So I've mentioned some heavier, denser, oilier things because it's kind of something I personally lean to, but I wanted to give you something that wasn't a stronger oil and something that worked well. Still wasn't foaming, so you're not getting that like sudsy gel, squeaky skin feeling afterwards. There is a very subtle vanilla scent, but it is a vanilla scented product. So if you do not like that, pass, try something else on my list. If you have a favorite non-foaming cleanser, favorite cleanser in general, anything that you like to use that hasn't irritated your skin, let us know in the comments and let us know what type of skin you have. Context is always super helpful. And again, you can see all of my favorites currently. They're across all categories. So makeup, skincare, hair care. That will be back on the website under Britt's Picks. And the cheat sheet back on the website is going to show some of those honorable mentions, which I did not mention here, but you will find them back there if you want to keep exploring. Thank you for being here. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, take 2 seconds, hit that like button. It makes a huge difference over here. And I will see you back here real soon with some more honest reviews. Until then, bye.